first half. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, almost Monday, June 9th. A little more important issues after dark, if you will. Shout out to the Balls for doing that.
Yeah, shout out the NCAA for terrible scheduling. But hey, whatever. We're here, and we're going to Omaha, and we are a little wet still. Me and you jumped in the pool. It's a tradition now. We have to do it every year.
Yeah, bad tradition to start. Never didn't mean to do that, but we do it now, I guess. Listen, if you don't want to see two grown men jump in a pool fully clothed, don't go to Omaha. It's that simple. Tony Vitello must really like it. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I think who really likes it is our good friend Xander Seacrest.
What a freaking game. What a freaking game.
Yes, sir.
Just get a big old wad in. Yeah, let's get a wad in. I mean,
God, about tore everything down.
Just a stud performance, big time moment, big time player, just phenomenal. I mean, obviously, if you've been listening to this show for some time, you know we're partial to our boy Xander, but as soon as Landon gets back, we have something special. Wherever you're listening, living room, if you're already in bed listening, get up, standing ovation for our boy Xander Seacrest. Get up here.
Let's do it.
Standing up. Everybody on your feet. No excuses. Wake up the kids. Get them on their feet.
What a day, man. What a day.
It really sucked having to wait till 6 just to wait till 7, but I guess worth it.
I got the cotton candy.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That's gas.
That's good stuff. Sorry to just chew gum in your Alziger.
Blame
Blame Xander. Tell Xander not to shove next time. I don't know.
Yeah, this isn't our fault.
Not at all.
Two grown men jumping in a pool, chewing gum. This is not our fault at all.
We are not responsible for any of it.
No.
But we'll do it. Thank you, Normal Vol fam, for being a part of this standing ovation. Mm-hmm. If you didn't join him, you hate Xander, you hate the Vols. I don't know what to tell you. Also, because his performance is so star-studded, he also earned his boy. You don't pitch Kirby tonight if you didn't want to get him to stand together. There's no reason. You had to call him in. But you did. So Xander also got his boy a standing ovation because that's what boys do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm fired up for the Vols. Fired up for Xander. What a night.
I'm so excited. I think the coolest thing about tonight, Tennessee found a DH.
You might jinx that. The way the DH has worked, I mean, yeah, sure. For the most part, I feel like you find one and then the next game he's gone. But, I mean, you stand at a Dalton Bartle, what a performance. I mean, good God. The guy wanted to go home. He's no place like home.
Yeah. Being from Omaha, him getting the start, I was like, ooh.
Something's brewing down there in the dugout.
Something about it. I'll be
okay.
Sorry,
can I hold on?
Candy.
One knock on this team tonight. One knock. Okay. Why did we stop hitting home runs? It was fun. I was having so much fun, and then
I think we're saving some for Omaha.
Do you know what we're at now?
How many?
173, I believe.
You know, we've hit more home runs in the NCAA tournament than 15 Division I baseball teams hitting an entire season.
I'm not even going to have you name those teams. Do you know any of them?
I don't know those teams.
Okay. That would have, we won't name them. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Well, we also play in a small ballpark. So I don't know if you know the dimensions in Omaha, but according to the haters, of which there are many, that Billy Amick 446-foot home run doesn't go out in many parks. So probably not in Omaha. So I guess it's fun while it lasted. I guess 446 feet.
Yeah, those balls are out in any park ever.
One ball tonight isn't out in most parks, and that's Christian Moore's 404 to right center. And that's it, or really dead center. Sorry, his was almost dead center. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what everyone's crying about. They don't like to see the Vols win. They really enjoy. Everybody had a good Saturday. Everybody around the country had a good Saturday, and I'm happy for them. But only so much fun being a Vanderbilt fan. Only so much fun.
I just love that this game was not in doubt. I couldn't be a part of another game where I'm just.
You didn't start sweating a little bit when they scored in the first?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
Just wanted to.
But when Christian Moore tied that up, I'm like, we're good. And like, dude, he is like, when they hit a home run, they hit arms, like they jump up and hit arms with somebody. Christian Moore, when he hit his 2 home runs tonight, he touched home plate, tapped whoever was on, usually Blake, that was on deck, and just walked in the dugout and said, like, let's go, or like went like this to show the Vols. Did not jump up and do that. He's on a business trip.
He did get really fired up for a walk. He didn't get as fired up as that Oklahoma girl, but it was funny how much shade she got thrown, and he got walked and turned to the crowd. I think he might have given the crowd one of these, maybe.
Oh yeah, it was.
But he definitely got fired up for it. And I mean, I loved it because you also know the guy hitting behind him is going to probably move him over. So.
And what a day for him! 4 hits.
Yeah. And
a lot of those RBIs that guys had tonight was because Blake Burke was on base.
Right. He's been a lot bigger than just a home run hitter this year, for sure. A lot of people have just expected that to be him, which last year you saw some of him being able to kind of hit, beat the shift. And this year, though, has kind of been a different animal. I mean, he's played like a stud at the plate. And, can't say enough about his defensive improvements.
Showed that he was going to bunt at one point. Did not go well, but then he winds up hitting a double to that backside later on in the game. So,
also, I do want to know. Sorry, Xander. I can't keep this in. It's bothering me. I would keep it in. It's late. I gotta go to bed soon.
A lot of sugar in there.
Yeah. I do want to mention just how fun of a day it was with baseball. I know you, for example, didn't get to watch the end of that Clemson, Florida game. You got to watch at least the highlights of it, the biggest part. Oregon just crapped the bed against A&M. Just
yes, I looked at the score when I was leaving. I was like, man,
fell apart. That Oregon-Kentucky game was getting interesting. 3-2. I had to turn it off because my Wi-Fi. But yeah, so just it's been a fun day of baseball. Also want to know, Clemson went full Vols in terms of ejections there, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is going to get them fired up." I was like, that crowd's pretty fired up. They just hit a go-ahead home run, or not? Yeah, go-ahead home run. I don't think he got tossed to fire the crowd up. I think that was just anger.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Clemson. That it looked like they were gonna find a way to win that game, and Camarella just continued to show up in big moments and just could not get it done there in the 13th inning.
Also,
that's a game. I think that's a game. Whoever loses that game loses the next game too.
'Cause, I mean, I Oregon just crapped the bed against A&M.
I think that's a game. Whoever loses that game loses the next game too. 'Cause I think that's a game. I think that's a game. Whoever loses that game loses the next game too. Like if Florida would have lost tonight, they would have lost tomorrow too.
Yeah, just so much just energy vampires. Like all of it's gone. I would like to hear if the coaches, because it was it was Clemson's head coach, blanking on his name, and then an assistant that got tossed. But it ended up not being a player. I want to think they got angry because they did think the ump tossed the guy that hit the home run.
Mm.
So it's like if you didn't toss him, maybe that all never happens. Because I think he went to warn him, and so they thought he was tossing him.
Gotcha.
Huge mess. It was an ump show.
Yeah, I didn't get to see, like, I would just like watching it. I couldn't like listen to it at all in the MVP room.
Well, and you were. I mean, you had some big people to talk to. Like you had way more pertinent business than that.
Yeah, Donde Plowman was over there. Randy Boyd was in there.
I like that you said over there. I mean, you were chopping it up with Donde.
Yeah, we should have done a hot dog review.
Oh man, if you could have gotten her to do a hot dog review,
that would have been electric.
You didn't even ask, did you?
No, I did not.
I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, she had stuff to take care of, so I get it. It
was all that Tony took care of it all already. It's okay.
Yeah, but she had more to do. She had to keep winning.
That's
I
fair.
guess. So I just let her do her thing. Going back to Tennessee a little bit, I think Norma Volfan, or who brought that up? Yeah, Norma Volfan brought it up. Billy Amick, I think it worked out.
Yeah, I think the transfers that came in, namely Billy in this scenario, and the transfers that left are on very different, ideas of their decisions right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Wake Forest still playing?
What is the score in that game?
I don't know. I'd have to check.
I haven't seen them on my ESPN app this week, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just messed up or they left them off. I don't know. But
again, I probably would not say any of this if that narrative crap hadn't been said.
Yeah,
probably wouldn't. I honestly probably.
Also,
wouldn't.
I'm just so glad that this would have been a horrible show if we'd have lost tonight.
This would have been burned down every house I could get my hands on show.
100%.
If we had done it, or if and shout out to Evansville, to play like they did in game 1, to come back like they did in game 2. It just felt like they truly ran out of gas. I mean, they literally ran out of arms.
Yeah, they were hurting pitching wise, and a lot of Tennessee fans thought, like, after Xander, like, what do we have left? Now, maybe you're talking a little differently if Xander isn't able to go 6 innings, but you still had Dylan Loy, Kirby could have thrown. I mean, Nate Snead threw. Yeah. Marcus Phillips threw at the end there. I mean, you had arms to get you through. Now, if when you get to Omaha, if you're having to play 4 or 5 games, maybe things look a little differently. But I mean, Stamos could have pitched again. So there's plenty of arms.
Well, and you talk about Xander going, 6 1/3. If you take away 2 errors in that game that Tennessee had, he's not at 100. Was it 101 pitches when he came out?
Mm-hmm.
He's not at 101. The way he was dealing, if that game's 3-1 or something, he probably stays in. The way, I mean, he wasn't struggling.
Yeah, Tennessee did not play great defense tonight. He had 102 pitches.
102.
Yeah.
It wasn't great because of the errors. Those get marked, but the Tennessee defense made some good plays. I mean, the doubles are got to clean those up.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a guy on the mound shoving like he was tonight, help a brother out.
Yeah. But I mean, Christian Moore does pick him up on that hard hit ball. That's probably over, a lot of people said, that he makes a play on.
God, he's such a freak.
There were some plays made by the defense, even just considering some stops that were made. I know Dean Curley made one there. Almost got to the outfield. That keeps a guy from getting a second. So, I mean, did they play their best? By no means, no. But they did make some big plays. But yeah, I mean, definitely want to play better for a guy that's pitching like Xander did tonight, for sure. There's no arguing that.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of it's crazy the way you won when you didn't play great defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like you still only gave up one run, and if Dean Curley gets that out, the first batter of the game, that run doesn't come across.
Yeah,
so you shut them out if that doesn't happen.
That error stung.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
phenomenal job.
You almost make a play at the plate too.
Yeah, that was close.
Once I saw the replay, it wasn't as close as I thought, but it was still very close to being. I mean, the dude also, credit to him to just put his head down and go, because that's another thing. I don't know. Can they call blocking the plate on review? Or do they have to call it on the field? Because I was wondering, I was like, if they call this out, are they going to then say he was blocking the plate?
I think you can do that. So I think, he's probably safe either way.
Right. But I mean, credit to him for just getting his head down and saying, I don't care. I'm going to go get this run.
Yeah.
Because that dude went in head first hard and beat him to the plate.
Yeah.
And that's you sit there and wonder how a 4 seed like Evansville can be in that situation. And you look at the way they can hit the ball, and then those dudes just play hard. Also pretty good defense. I mean, they didn't have, I don't know how many errors they finished on the weekend, but they really just got beat with the long ball.
Yeah, Tennessee's lineup was just better than theirs. I mean, their pitchers gave up some runs, but so did Tennessee's. Like especially on.
And if you look at yesterday's just solo shots. Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, it was a lot of solo shots, but we talked. I mean, this back in 2021, Tennessee got every time they got hit on, it was solo shots, and they had an exceptional record and made it to Omaha. Because you eat those and you move on. So obviously they ran out of gas there at the end. They brought a dude out in the second or third inning that had thrown 50 pitches yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean,
and gave up 3 runs.
Running on fumes.
Mm-hmm. And that's the difference in them being like Tennessee being an SEC team and them, not. They had to win their conference tournament to get to the NCAA tournament, and they did that.
What, they finished in the Ohio Valley in regular season?
It wasn't that great. I think they were a 3-4 seed maybe in the tournament. In their tournament,
they had a Florida record.
I do think like that team is pretty good. That McGinnis kid is good. That Kip, however you say it, that bats third, he was really good. Xander shut him down tonight, but
well, you have the Richard G. West tweet about McGinnis. That's probably accurate because he's been right a lot.
Yeah. Well, and the McGinnis kid, like his average is okay. It wasn't great. But he just. For whatever reason, he just had a great weekend against Tennessee. But, I think the battered ball syndrome, you're thinking like, oh, this guy is what kills Tennessee.
Well, and the battered ball syndrome is definitely – I was talking to your dad after the game, and he was talking about how nervous he was today. And me too. And then I'd try to reason, and logic says they're out of arms. Logic says Tennessee's the better team. But you're just trying – you're – something in your head's going, something's going to go wrong. What is it? But not this team. I mean, that's another thing too, man. The way Xander's pitched on Sundays in rubber matches, this team's been in this scenario before. You felt okay. Like you felt confident, even though you started getting nervous because you've watched this before. Reason and logic would take over, and you're like, this team's done it. This team's been in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
They're better than Evansville. We're good. We're going to Omaha.
Yeah,
book the flight, book the hotel. We're going.
Yeah, those rubber matches throughout the entire season were huge. Also, in the SEC tournament, you never want to lose to Vanderbilt, but you're looking at it now as like, I mean, they face elimination a lot in the SEC tournament, and it they ended up winning the whole thing. I mean, I think if we don't go through Georgia State, BYU, the Florida games, stuff like that throughout our lives.
Well, baseball side, you do have the Notre Dame 2022 series.
Yeah. Like that's always in the back of your mind, just like, oh God,
it happens today. Zip.
We're the number 1 seed. Like this is how it turns out. But Tennessee they're just a better baseball team. They showed it tonight. I mean, have you looked at the scoring summary, like the box score?
Not yet.
Homered. I mean, it's just like everything was a home run. I know it's going to look a lot differently, and
it gets harder from here. I mean,
yeah.
Not that this weekend was obviously very challenging, but it just the farther you go in a tournament, the harder it gets, and you won't be the home team in a lot of games. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Which also, Landon, I just didn't. I don't know if you complain about that, you don't know baseball. Apparently, what I was told today. So,
wait, what?
He was like that. Somebody told me this is how every tournament works. I was like, I mean, it's not, but
yeah.
He's like, name one. I haven't gotten a response, which was interesting, but he said name one tournament. And I was like, well, the TWSWA tournament, they don't seed it, but once you win, if you play out of the winner's bracket, you're the home team. If you play out of the loser's bracket, you're the away team. They give advantage to the better team.
Yeah, team that wins. Well, it should be.
So just don't seed them is my argument. Just don't seed them then.
Yeah.
Just don't. Just have them show up somewhere and play. Who cares?
Yeah, we play better as a home team for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're the 1 seed, you deserve to be the home team. They're saying you're the best team.
Yep. What does the regular season even matter then?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Obviously, it doesn't matter to Florida because here they are, shouldn't even been in the tournament. Now they're heading to Omaha.
Isn't entirely shocking. We've talked about how talented this,
for sure,
that roster is, but it's
also Clemson. They're a team who usually, talk about Tennessee choking stuff up a lot. Clemson is the choke artist.
Also, I didn't even think about this. The Tennessee Clemson game that went to like 2 a.m. last year. And then here they are playing a 13-inning game that lasted what felt like 9 hours. Also because of the ump show. So I was obviously keeping up with the end, but just on my phone, just had it playing on my phone and had the volume turned down. I was like, man, they got to be in like the 15th, 16th inning by now. Nope. It was they finished in the 13th. This is brutal.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd get some position players pitching by the end of that game the way it was looking.
Well, Christian Moore actually recruited to Tennessee as a pitcher. So
there you go. How much would that suck in a postseason game? In a elimination game? Because you can only roster, 30 players?
I don't know what the exact number is. I mean, probably something.
So how many pitchers are you
I mean, you're half, 15, something like that, close. I don't know.
You've got guys that pitch, 90 pitches the day before. You should throw them out there for an inning or two.
Yeah.
You have to, but God.
I'm excited.
I don't want to see Tennessee in that game, but let me see a game like that.
Yeah.
Let me see a game get to 18 innings and see what happens.
It looks like Tennessee is going to be – is he going to face Florida State probably first?
They will be the home team in that game.
They played an inferior opponent too in UConn, which UConn kind of choked away that second.
I went to extras, 11 innings.
Yeah, they were up. Florida State 32-4 at home, away 8-10. So how good are they away from Florida State?
Florida State?
Florida State.
And listen, the more I think Tennessee plays in Omaha, the more comfortable it's going to get. You saw 2021 did not go as planned. If you're going Caleb, are you sure about that? I mean, call Ross Kivett. You ask him. I don't know. 2023, you get a win, like you're feeling better. You got guys who have been there. Just more maturity, more experience. I'm not saying Tennessee goes and wins it all this year, but I think Tennessee's positioned better to have a chance.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's pretty incredible. Tennessee had been, I think, 3 times before Tony Vitello got here to Omaha, and here they are 3 times in 4 years. And probably, one of the best, probably the best team. I don't know. We'll debate that after this season's over. Who is the better team, that or 2022? And that team didn't even make it. And I think a lot of that, and then last year having to be away in the Super Regionals, getting through that, getting back to Omaha, a team that probably shouldn't have been there, to now, like a lot of these players have been there. And so when yesterday happened, obviously not ideal, but I think it was just like, hey guys, like there wasn't so much pressure building up as much as like we thought it was. It seemed like this team was dialed in and ready to face this Evansville team who, they just kind of got overmatched in game 3.
Yeah, for sure. And you talk about the job Tony Vitello has done. That's to match what had happened prior to him. And college baseball is only getting better. And I'm not saying there weren't good, great, even better teams before the past 5-10 years. But if you look at the overall product and how it's changed, college baseball is better. And Tennessee's in the mix of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's even more of a testament to the job he's done. And listen, I know I read some of the post game. He doesn't know why people are chanting his name. He's just, putting names on a lineup card. Fair. I appreciate that. But also, Tony Vitello is a big part of it. He's the guy. He's the reason the stadium is being built. There's a constant there, and it's Tony Vitello.
Yeah, look at all the first rounders he's going to put through. The talent level just keeps coming, and we knew he was going to be a great recruiter when he got the job at Tennessee, but I don't think anybody really thought, even John Curry who hired him didn't think it would be this. So appreciate John Curry. Shout out. I don't know if he thought he would get mentioned on this show tonight, but there you go.
Did you see a message board in Texas? Tony Vitello is going to Texas after this season.
Yeah, shut up. How the hell would he go to Texas?
The fact that he's getting connected to jobs right now is beyond hilarious to me.
He's getting a extension. Like it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Somebody said Texas is gonna pay him $3 million. That buyout is gonna be fat if you want to try to buy out Tony Vitello and whatever he's gonna get from Tennessee this upcoming year. So
beyond just money, I would question Tony Vitello's sanity if he left Tennessee right now.
Yeah.
It's your program.
Delmonico did a great job. He's the best coach Tennessee has ever had in just 7 years. And it's not even close, really.
I think the fans are showing appreciation for that. His AD's showing appreciation for that. I know I'm a Tennessee fan, but I couldn't fathom that decision.
Yeah, and it's just fun. It's fun to be a part of this fan base cheering for this team. They've if Blake Burke hits another home run at some point, they'll have 4 guys that has over 20 home runs.
That's hilarious.
They have 8 current starters that have over 10 home runs on the year. It's just it is fun. Yeah, it is fun to be a part of this team. They're winning and they're, the talent level. And I just can't wait until you have so many Tennessee players sprinkled in the MLB in a couple years. It's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of fun because you're already seeing kind of Crochet here, Trey Lipscomb, Jordan Beck. I'm leaving one out. Who am I leaving out? Is that it?
Crochet, Beck,
Lipscomb. I thought there was 4. I don't know. Oh, well. Dolander will be there soon. Drew Gilbert will be there soon. Blade Tidwell is probably on his way soon. So, yeah, it's just a fun time for Tennessee. And, Tony Vitello loves it here. I mean, you saw him celebrating. If you were there and Lindsey Nelson saw him celebrating, interacting with the crowd, I mean, he loves it here. So, Texas, you can get your hopes up if you want to, but I got news for you, bud.
Ben Joyce, is that who you're looking for?
Ben Joyce, thank you. Yes.
Also, I just looked up who is playing in the MLB right now from Tennessee. Mookie Betts is on this list.
Oh, really? Shout out. VFL.
I was going to drop something else there, but I'll look that up, so I can't remember now.
So apparently there was a big I didn't listen to Tony Vitello's press conference. Did he just go on a rant? I'm sure it was a rant.
I think it was his opening statement. It was 6 minutes long. I think he hit a lot of points. Oh, yeah. Trey Wallace actually just tweeted it, so I'll have to – or no, he tweeted 20 minutes ago. So I'll have to watch it here after a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. That'll fire me up, I'm sure. So, but
they want us to listen to it live. Should we just do it?
It's 6.5 minutes. I'm ready for bed.
Really? Okay.
I told you the statement was that's just his opening statement, Landon. Like that's not with questions or anything.
Okay, I'm excited to listen to this as soon as we get off here. But yeah, I mean, dude's going to recruit in every chance he has with a mic in front of him. So,
yeah, listen to it live, buddy. I'm tired. We're signing off here in a minute. Yeah. We went 15 minutes longer than we were going to, but shout out to you, Normal Ball fan, for hanging on. I appreciate it.
Yep. Man, big weekend ahead. Let's just keep doing what we've been doing and just taking it a step further. Last time we got to Omaha, then we won a game in Omaha. Let's just win the whole damn thing.
Tennessee being good at sports, though, does exhaust me.
Yeah, it's like
there's just so much to watch year-round now, pretty much.
Yeah, there's like no off-season, really.
Which I love it. That's not complaining. That's just stating I'd rather be in this situation than another. But, yeah, I'm getting tired, folks.
Yeah, Vanderbilt has it easy.
Yeah, what's it like just to not care? Well, I mean, I guess you pretend to care, but how can you?
Right.
Listen, the girl, whatever her name is, Landon, she's tweeted all this stuff about the 2025 team, but we can be like, I didn't know their season was over. I haven't seen a final score last weekend from her. She's just dropping roster. I mean, they're all excited for 2025. I'm really happy for them. They can get ready for next season. That must be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for them. I mean, Evansville coach saying that Tennessee's lineup is the best that he's ever seen. Pretty telling how good this team is. ERA up there. When they got a chance to win it, is what I'm trying to say here. They have a chance to win it. And you're thinking, well, duh, like they're in Omaha. But I think they have a good shot at. If you're going to bet on a team, I think Tennessee is a good bet. There,
yeah, we should.
Florida has issues. Who else? Virginia, like they get there, but do they really do anything when they're there? Not really. Florida State is there. AC. I mean, the good thing is
A&M's officially there.
Yep.
Georgia in a rubber match there after scoring a lot of runs today.
Is Kentucky gonna make it?
Did you see? You need to watch how they scored their game-winning run. Well, what looks like it'll be their game-winning run. It's not good for Oregon State. Yeah. But yeah, it's 2 outs left for them. Are they no, they're probably the away team.
Yeah, they're the away team, so Oregon State will have to bat.
Which, by the way, I'm not. When I complain about seed or the higher seed being the home and away team. I'm not talking about super regional series. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. It's the region games that don't make sense to me.
Yeah. So you'll have A&M, Florida, Texas A&M, if things end tonight, Kentucky, and maybe Georgia. So it could be 5 of the 8 teams are from the SEC. That's pretty insane.
Which not too terribly shocked by.
Yeah, not really.
Was hilarious when you looked at how regions worked out. You were like, oh, the SEC. Because, I mean, honestly, didn't think Florida would be here.
Mm-hmm.
I had my doubts about Georgia. See if they happen.
Yeah, we'll see. Guys, we'll get out of here real quick. Do you want to tell us about our good friend real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Just like my coffee making will be in the morning because I'll be running. But I'm gonna need it tomorrow morning. You guys are gonna need it too. Guys, go check out Grade A Grounds. Go do it right now. Go ahead and order it. I can't promise it'll be at your doorstep tomorrow morning when you wake up, but I mean it's worth a shot to try. Use promo code GOVOLS. Shout out to Grade A Grounds. Best coffee East Tennessee. Best coffee east of the Mississippi. Best coffee in both sides of the Mississippi. Go check out Grade A Grounds. Great partners. Hopefully, some of y'all got a free bag Friday from Billy there at the game. Can't say enough about how much we appreciate them, their work in the community, and their great coffee. Go check out Grade A Grounds. Promo code GOVOLS. Mine is ready to go first thing in the morning.
Yep. Also, go check out Roback. Use promo code More Important Issues for 20% off your first purchase. It's great quality clothing over there. So go check them out. Use promo code More Important Issues, 20% off your first purchase. Guys, we got a good shot. Let's go win the damn thing. Why not?
Let's go do it.
Let's go freaking do it. All right. Thank y'all for listening. We'll be back later this week. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.